welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about Rugby 22, a new game released on Xbox probably about a month or so ago now, so I am a little bit late to the party. Just before we get into the video, if you guys are completionists, go for completely 100% of games, this might not be the one for you because there's a couple of achievements which are a bit grindy. Not the most, they'll just take a couple hours and won't be the it won't be the really short completion which you're probably on this video for. But if you are okay to download 2 games, get about 800 out of 1,000 really quickly and never touch it again, get 1,600 out of 2,000 overall, then this might be the guide for you. So as I said guys, you get 2 stacks on this, so if you buy one game you get the other included, so you get the Xbox One and Xbox One S versions. So in this guide, I'm not going to go through the in-game achievements, although I will leave the controls here, just so you guys can have a feel and work it out yourself, just because they're really easy. Although one thing I will say is it works exactly like eFootball, where if you have a second controller, it makes it easier in fact, because unlike PES, where it's got like a anti-second controller sort of system, where like it starts to do stuff if you are inactive for too long, this game doesn't. Like, you can just sit there for the whole game if you really wanted to and they just wouldn't touch you, which is good for achievements, bad for the game though. But with that being said, if you plan out the achievements, you can probably get the gameplay ones done in about 2 games if you look at them. So if you do one game, which is the ones where you can't win without scoring any tries and all of the kicking sort of achievements, and then you spend 1 game doing the try achievements, then yeah, that's how I would go about doing the gameplay achievements. But with that being said, let's get to what you are on this video for and get into the clips. So guys, the one achievement I will be going into, and I just like to say the reason I was 17 down in this, I'm using second controller like I just stated, was because there's an achievement for coming down from 17 down, so I was just trying to do 2 with down. But basically, you want to press a right stick in, choose an option. I found that if you've got the dummy pivot, that is the easiest one to execute. You just need to follow the instructions. So if you've got a player running into the line, just press RB when it says RB. It doesn't really matter if your runner's not in the correct place, because you don't need to get it perfect for the achievement to pop. I did find. Right guys, so the technique I'm going to use for the simming technique is you're going to go into league. You're going to select the league which you need the achievement for. As I said, there's about 410 game score on each game for each of the leagues. You want to choose the highest rated team. So as you can see here, we use Stade Toulousain. I again don't really know French league rugby wise, but then as you're simming, you will get injuries, and so you don't decrease your rating significantly. Obviously, like other sport games, you want to make sure that your players are in the correct position. Even if you're not familiar with rugby, you just want to make sure that the letters match up. So PR means prop, for example. You just want to make sure that you put a prop in their place. But each leagues have different amount of games, obviously, considering they have different amount of teams, but this just means that some of them will be slightly longer than others, but you just want to carry on spamming A to get through them. You might be a bit unlucky because a couple of the leagues work where, like the English league for example, where you don't actually win the league if you come top of the table. You actually top 4 then go on to playoffs, a bit like the football system, except in football you have like a outright winner, then the 2nd to 6th have the playoffs, whereas in rugby the top, like, you compete the season. There's been talks about that changing all the time, and I'm not a big fan of the system because obviously you can be consistent for like 20 games and still not win the league. Anyway, that is on a bit of a tangent. It is found that actually the World Cup one's a bit dodgy at the moment. It took me a couple times to pop it. And also, there is a league with the Irish teams called the Top 14, where there's 2 84 rated teams, and they're the max rated teams in that league. But I found that Munster, which is 84 rated with a red badge, I had much more success than using Leinster. I tried about 3 times with Leinster. I then tried 1 time in Munster, and then yeah, it didn't. It popped straight away. So guys, the next achievement we're going to look at is from career, but you access it from my collection. That could be easier than doing it within the career. And it's basically fusing 2 cards together. So to do this, you want to go to my collection and you want to press Y on a card. So you want to make sure that you've got 3 cards of the same position. So I believe I used 3 hookers in this one. Obviously the other positions get blanked out once you've selected 2. And if you don't, as you can see at the top, I'll put an arrow to it, there's buy booster packs, and you get the coins for this while playing or simming, so you probably get enough packs by simming the other, for the other achievements. But then, yeah, you just want to sim these 2 together, it will cost you 1,000 coins, and the achievement will pop. But into our second career mode achievement, which basically is to train a player. This one's also very easy. You have just got to go to career, sim a couple games so you get enough coins. Yeah, so that's all you need to do. Once you've got the coins, as you can see, it's called R and it's in the bottom right corner. You can invest in improving a skill of a player, and this will take you 2 to 3 minutes and not long at all. And this one is the second career mode achievement we're going to look at, and let's get into the third. So guys, the final easy career mode achievement we're going to look at is also from the career mode. So I got it on for week 1, but it may take you week 2, week 3. But it's very easy. So basically you start the career mode with 800R, and then you just literally want to press on one of these teams. So as you can see, it says in blue that it's a friendly. And when you go to play, it will give you an option for estimated tries and investment. So investment is what you need for the achievement. So I put 600 on and I estimated 1 try. I do that if I was new to a game, although the game is really easy. Yeah, then you just have to play the entirety of the game, which they are short halves. I'm pretty sure they're like 4-minute halves, so much quicker than a FIFA or game. And also it's very explanatory because it's rugby and there's a lot to it, like the sport a bit more than football, where like there's set plays and stuff. They obviously have it where there's instructions which shows you what to do. So it's very easy for a beginner to pick up. Also, as you can see on the screen here, your squad may not be actually ready. So just to do that, you need to go on My Cards. It will take you to this screen when trying to play the game, and you just need to just press X on as many as you can and make sure they're in the correct position, and that's how you get into the game. That's pretty simple, but as I said, it'll be the game which takes you the longest. Yeah guys, that's my simple guide to the non-gameplay achievements in this game. The gameplay ones are really easy, same as pairs, but you just sort of have to use second controller to make it even easier. You don't have to if you want to play the game properly, but yeah, I did all the miscellaneous achievements with a controller and just went and enjoyed the game after. But with that, I'll peace out and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
I'm here with Ben Kay, who's played in plenty of games like this. Well taken. The ball's being nicely moved around. They're going to work hard for the ball.
Yes, it looks like they aren't quite ready yet. The attacking team keeps the ball. And he still manages to free up the ball despite that contact.
And that's a try. How about that, Ben? The move with such verve and determination.
That's right, Nick. They were so tenacious and they got their reward with that try.
Nope, it's gone right.